Welcome to that Hooga. Welcome to the Hooga. Welcome to the Hooga. Welcome to the Hooga where we smoking on a hookah. No, we not, cause the Bible went in front of us, and we not gonna ever disrespect Jesus by doing anything outside of His words. That was my Jesus rap. Welcome to the Hooga, y'all. I'm happy that y'all here. Um, we got another live stream tonight. It's been a busy couple days. I've been running around a little bit, but we could finally jump online. We could finally jump on here and do a Hooga. You feel me? So let's do it. Yo, bro, I'm not here to watch you humbug. Ain't no humbug, bro. Ain't no humbug, bro. And you not even in that rabbit hole, but I'm happy that y'all here. Do y'all want to see what I wrote about Paul? How about that? Let's go through some recent journals. Where's my phone? I don't know where my phone went. I've been journaling a little bit recently. So let's go through what some of the recent conversations was. If I can find my phone. Oh, here it is. Sorry. Okay. Let's see what some of the recency of what has been on my heart has been, because I honestly have not been keeping up with what has been on, like, what's been in my brain. I haven't been keeping up with it, honestly. It's just been like in and out. I see some stuff about romanticism. I wrote, Elaine DeBaden said that romanticism has been deeply committed to casting doubt on the need to apply a reason to emotional life, preferring to let spontaneous feelings play an unhampered role instead. Ooh, that's a good definition of romanticism. That's a really good definition of romanticism. Peep this. This was what I wrote the other day. By the way, when I journal, a lot of that shit is in my brain and out my brain. So I had to write it down. So this is what I wrote. I said, romanticism has been deeply committed to casting doubt on the need to apply a reason to emotional life, preferring to let spontaneous feelings play an unhampered role instead. And that's what I mean by romanticism doesn't make sense. It's that, how can something that feels so unique and so good not have specific things add up directly to it? Like, that's what Romeo and Juliet was. Romeo and Juliet didn't make no sense. She had a rich dude that was on her side of town offering to marry her. She chose the op's son, Romeo Dirty Ass. But they loved each other and she adored him and he adored her. So it's like, that's the thing about romanticism, is that it does not make sense. Does not make sense. If you haven't watched or read Romeo and Juliet recently, go read it and go check it out. And all of the renditions of it. West Side Story is a retelling of Romeo and Juliet. Watch it and just see how it makes no sense. But it's so good. It's so good. We love romance. We love romance here in the Hooga, by the way. You kind of handsome, gang. Love that for you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. So that's romance for you. But other than that, we just been chilling. We just been chilling. But I want to have some conversations with some of y'all. So tonight is going to be a little vulnerable in here. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do the hot spot. We're going to do the hot spot. Whatever's on y'all heart, we're going to set a timer. We got 3 minutes and we're going to talk about it. And we're going to unpack it as far as we can in 3 minutes. Is that cool? So who's first? Who's first? Who's first? Should I call on somebody in the class? Should we do it like class? Should we really do it like the hotspot? Where instead of y'all joining in and offering, oh, come on, let's do it. Lay has raised her hand. Lay, I'm sending you an invite if I can figure it out. And I want you to jump in here and whatever is on your heart, 3 minutes. We got the timer right here. Now, matter of fact, Squill, set the timer, gang. Squill got the timer. You got to send a request to join. Send a request to join, and then we're going to get it going. Let's go, Lay. Everybody clap it up for Lay, by the way. I'll start. Everybody clapping emojis in the comments for Lay. And let's get the likes to 2,000 likes so we can get a bunch of more people in here and we can make this a dope thing, okay? Clap it up for Lay. Perfect. And to even show how locked in I am for Lay, I'm not even going to turn football on the TV behind. You got to send me a request. What you say? Have someone else go first. Oh, okay. You need a little bit of time? If you need a little bit of time, that's fine. How about this? Let's warm it up. To start the chat off with a person who's going to jump in here for 3 minutes and just pour out what's on their heart, we're going to start with Squill. Squill, get in here. Invite sent. Let's go, Squill. Kick us off. We'll start off with our famous check-in, okay? The 5 pointers. So, Squill, you want to review with the class what the 5 pointers of the check-in is?
Good afternoon, class. Good evening, class. We do have 5 pointers. Our 5 pointers in the check-in are: how are you emotionally, physically, spiritually, socially, and mentally?
Now, do you want to explain why those are important in the Hooga?
Well, they're important in everyday life, but specifically in the Hooga, I'm not as aligned as you. So
I ain't gonna lie, you answered a question that I didn't ask you, but it happened to be the better answer. So shout out to you for being an intellect. What's good, bro? We ain't chopped it all day. What's up? You don't fuck with me or something? Nah, bro, because I'm an emotional person, bro, and I'm a words of affirmations guy. So if you go all day without talking to me, bro, you getting pressed. That's not what I mean. You know what? All right, bro. Anyways, so look, we're gonna check in. All right, so look, the 3 minutes. The 3 minutes starts now, brother. So you can go whichever direction you want. This 3 minutes is about you, whatever is on your heart. You don't even have to use all of the 3 minutes, but whatever is on your heart, whatever, it can be something. It ain't even gotta be a deeply emotional thing. It can just be like, man, this has been in the back of my brain. Like, this is something that I've been thinking about. Let's hear it, bro. You got 3 minutes and you start. What the fuck did I just say? Do I gotta say it in Spanish? I can't. I wish. But let's do it though. All right. So you ready? The 3 minutes start now.
Don't start my 3 minutes and I don't know what I'm doing, bro.
Okay, listen. I'll say it again, bro. I thought layman's terms was layman enough. All right, let me do this differently. All right, here we go. So you got 3 minutes, brother. Whatever is on your heart, whatever is on your brain, I just want you to spit out. If you need me to prompt you with a question or something like that, I'm happy to do that. But we just chilling. And I just want the chat to be able to follow your lead. We're going to jump in here. We just going to open our brains up. And whichever direction you want to go with it, we're with it. We're with it 100%. It ain't even got to be nothing super, super serious. It could be like, man, I watched this funny ass movie. Man, I watched this meaningful ass movie. Man, I was working on this case. Man, I was reading this earlier, and this is what anything, brother. You got 3 minutes. Is that cool? All right, cool. Here we go. And your 3 minutes, wait, starts now.
I guess I can kick it off with what I'm rabbit holing for the moment. Okay.
By the way, rabbit hole means deep research. For anybody that doesn't know, deep research.
So currently, I'm rabbit holing a mock trial case that I am preparing to get ready to, argue in front of a boatload of people. October 19th and October 20th. Those are our trial days. We go on trial October 19th and October 20th, Friday and Saturday. But so basically, the case is it's a touchy case because it's a case that deals with suicide, right? So somebody obviously committed suicide, and my client is
real quick, just for content purposes, just in case the conversation goes around suicide and anybody is uncomfortable with that, just step out 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and come back. We still gonna be in here. The conversation is gonna be different, but just want to warn y'all before we get into it. Go ahead.
Absolutely beautiful trigger warning. So basically, my client, he's a kid who has a girlfriend, whatever, and basically she unalived herself. She unalived herself, and he's the last person to speak with her. He was the last person to be around her, and they had words right before she unalived herself. So my goal here is the problem is whether or not the question that we have at hand is whether or not my client's First Amendment rights are being violated because he is in jail for something that led to somebody unaliving himself, right? So, yeah, it's deep. It gets crazy. So, what I'm doing is I'm trying to rabbit hole it to a point of I hate these type of cases because of the tier of a rabbit holer that I am, I have to make it make sense, right? It's no shortcut that it's no, all right, let's just let them go. Like, it is what it is. Like, no, I'm going to do my best
So my question to you is, what's this big overarching question mark that you're trying to solve?
Whether or not his First Amendment rights are being violated. Your First Amendment rights is freedom, the freedom of speech. So he has the freedom to say whatever he wants, whether that drives you to do what. Now, the consequences that comes behind what you're saying, is his rights being violated because he's in jail? That's our question at hand. That's our question at hand.
Damn, that is heavy. That is heavy, bro. Well, tell me, it's fucked up. I ain't even start your fucking timer. God damn it! But it's all right. Look, but I did. Damn, that was perfect. That was perfect. But as far as a confidence level right now and where you at in the process, given the due date and the date where y'all finna go and y'all finna do the trial, where are you confidence wise on a scale of 1 to 10? That was a stellar question. That was a good question to ask a lawyer. And can you hear me? Did you hear the question?
I did hear the question, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So right now my confidence is at I'm not gonna lie, it's very hard to shake my confidence. So I'm still like at an 8.5, 9, just because. And this is something you're gonna learn too, or that everybody needs to learn, that these cases, and when you're dealing with any type of case, I don't care what the issue at hand is, when you're dealing with any type of case, the emotion of the jury is very important. And I can tend to an emotion of a jury of, I don't care who it is, I'm gonna tend to the emotion of them and I'm gonna make it work out in my favor. I got no choice.
Does that go against what lawyers are taught?
Say it again.
Does that go against what lawyers are taught? Because usually lawyers are taught, okay, cool, logical reasoning. Do you think that you can sway the emotions of a jury and the case go in your favor? Like, is that something that goes against everything that you were taught?
This is what I was taught my first year of law school, and this wasn't even by someone at my school. This is what by a criminal defense attorney. He broke it down. Basically, he was just like, if the facts are against you, argue the law. If the law if the law is against you and the facts are against you, that's when you tend to emotions, right? So at this point, I mean, obviously the law is against us. The facts of the case are against us. I mean, come on now. And then now we're just tending to emotions. Now it's way deeper than him just, all right, they just found out that he was with the girl and said some mean things to the girl. Obviously, they went through his phone, illegal. I guess a lot of stuff that makes this case like work out in our favor. It can work out in our favor. It's just a matter of how we go in there and argue it.
Is it like a matter of, okay, cool, they got him down for this thing up here? I'm only doing it with my hands because this is the only way I can illustrate it. They got him for this, but y'all trying to get him off by the shit that came with how they got the information, or like the shit that was gathered along the process?
Yes, so that's called the fruit of the poisonous tree, right? So anything that you get that's from a bad source is at that point fruit of a poisonous tree. And
Hold up. Wait. Let me get my notebook.
Notebook is crazy.
Sorry, guys. Here in the Hooga, we're actual like students. Like, we're adult students. You feel me? We're having a conversation, and you are talking to somebody who's a knowledgeable person. Show that you care. You feel me? This is how we move. Okay, hold up. So he's about to deep dive into something called fruit of a poisonous tree, and it's something taught in law school. He's telling people for a living, but I'm gonna figure out a way to rabbit hole it and make it apply to my study, emotional intelligence.
So the fruit of the poisonous tree act is basically anything that. So let's just take this case at hand, for example, right? So they went through this guy's phone, saying that he has all these text messages and all of this stuff said to this young lady that drove her to unalive herself, right? How did they go through his phone? They went through his phone without his consent. So anything you get out of that phone, which you got without consent, you cannot use in a court of law, right? So it's at that point.
So how do you feel? So how do you feel about somebody going through somebody's phone then, like in like a relationship? Do you think that that is something that the person who did go through the phone and found something, they can't be upset because they weren't on the inside of that, they were on the outside of that? Like, do you think that that's something that applies to a relationship?
No, no, no. I think that's different because at that point we're playing with emotions as something you chose to do, right? This is something you chose to be with this person. You chose this person to XYZ. Now, do I think going through phones is crazy? I do. Have I done it? I mean,
oh, you just made me start writing. Do you believe there's a such thing as a victim in a choice? So let's say, okay, cool. This person in this relationship, let's just say let's just say like a guy goes through his girl's phone and then he finds in his girl's phone all type of crazy shit. Do you think that he has the right to be the victim in this situation by invading her privacy, but finding something in her privacy that impacts him?
I do think so. It's all about how you look at it, right? It all depends. I do think there's a way she can be a victim when it comes to, all right, you violated my privacy. Like this phone is my phone. Like I pay the bill, and this is that. Yeah, this is my phone, and that's bogus as hell for sure. But hey, you don't trust me. Hey, what have I done to make you not trust me? To make you want to go through this phone, right?
But if you never gave me a reason to not trust you, and I just went off the edge and was like, you know what, I don't trust you, and then I did some shit to prove that I shouldn't trust you, and then I'm proven right, am I the victim in that situation, or am I wrong for going down that rabbit hole?
You're the victim for sure. You're not wrong for going down a rabbit hole, but I mean, you went through the phone and found what you was looking for, obviously. But I mean, I think there's room for both of them to be the victim for sure.
So if you had to, as a lawyer, which one of those sides would you want to represent, and do you think that you can fight and like which one do you think you can fight for confidently in that?
That I can fight for both sides confidently, just because
I'm the man. You know what? Conversation over. Hey, we going to the comments. Let me know what y'all think. That's gonna be the real for tomorrow, by the way. I like that. I like that question. I really like that question.
I think I wouldn't even say as a lawyer because I'm a law student. As a law student, I've learned to argue both sides, right? Everything, like every case that I prepare for, I argue the other side before I go into my side. That's how I prepare for a case.
Understood, brother. Understood. For sure. Hey, man, look, hell of a job. Hell of a job, bro. Hold on, let me clap it up for you. Everybody, hey, in the chat, as our first guest in here who stepped into the HotSpot, we're gonna give him a round of applause. Everybody, clap it up for school.
Free girls are fucking ours.
All right, brother. So look, I appreciate you kicking it off. I hope everybody see the direction we going. Lay, let me know if you ready. If you ready, Lay, let me know. You good? It's a safe space. I'm finna kick Squill up out of here, and then I'm ready for the next person. All right. I'm holla at you, Squill. Stay in chat. Bet. You ready, Lay? Let's do it. Send the invite. Here, let me see if I can send the invite to you. I sure can. Let's get into this shit, Lay. Let's get into this shit, Lay. Let's get into this shit, Lay. Lay. Hold on, Lay. Wait, hold up, wait. Let me get you right. You know what I should do, Lay? I should set up another mic, shouldn't I? Say yes. Say yes.
Yes.
Okay, give me 1 second. Hold it down. Hey, Lay, right now you the host, so you gotta hold it down. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me get Squill in here. I'm finna have him get on your ass because I feel like you playing with. All right, I'm gonna do a mic check on y'all real quick, and then we roll. All right. Oh, Lay, you on live from the Hooga. Welcome.
Many in the comments hating is crazy.
Okay, can I get a mic check from y'all?
This is the first time I do this.
Okay, we good. All right. Hey, Squill,
Talk to me.
be locked in and chat, folks, because I might need you. We gonna have to pick our brain, folks. All right, I'm finna go down that rabbit hole with her. So I'm sending you back to chat, folks. Stay locked in with me though.
Say that.
All right, Stink. That's my Stink, by the way, Lay. Hey, Lay.
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
I'm great.
Where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn, but I'm living in DR.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Yes.
Okay, what was it like growing up in Brooklyn?
It was very new, living in New York.
I don't know what that means.
Crazy. You've never been to New York?
Never been in New York.
Well, it's pretty hectic. It's a fast life.
Okay.
So,
Okay, for
then
sure.
you come to DR and it's completely different.
Oh, okay. So DR bussing, basically. Who got better food, New York or DR?
DR.
That's cap. Nah, you just trying to rep DR because that's where you live at. For sure. Okay, Lay. I'm happy that you're here. Okay, I'm happy that you're here. I don't know if you've ever came into Live from the Hooga. Have you ever watched any of the lives?
I've watched a couple, but
Okay.
I've never joined.
Okay, well, welcome. Welcome for sure. I like that. I'm happy that this is your first time here. So welcome. Live from the Hooga. We really just being here chilling. You feel me? We talk about anything. You feel me? It's just a bunch of everybody that you see in the chat is just a bunch of intellectually inclined people, all in their own special way. So we just literally just get in here. We talk about anything. So tonight, the conversation is something that it's a little thing that I got from the great debaters. It's called the HotSpot. And basically, the HotSpot was meant for people to step into it to argue and debate each other. But here we do it for us to just get in there and just speak whatever is on our brain, whatever is on our heart. And we'll just have a conversation based on whatever has been in your brain and in your heart. Okay? So no pressure. No pressure at all. I'm just simply ask you what's been going on. How have you been feeling? We'll ease into it. How you been feeling?
All right.
Good?
Yes, I've been feeling great. I've been in my spiritual journey for a minute now.
You know we love a spiritual journey.
Yes.
Okay.
Really tapping into source.
Okay.
And just really anchored into faith.
Okay. I love that.
Yes.
So tell me about the spiritual journey of yours. Yes. What does this spiritual journey look like?
It's chaotic because, everybody thinks that it's rainbows and sunshine, but you have to get in tune with your demons so that way you could be able to learn how to tame them. Because we all have trauma. We all have things that we have to work on. So that's how you learn how to tame them. They never go away. You learn how to live with them.
You're so good at this, by the way. You could be my co-host. You're so good at this, by the way. But you're absolutely right. I couldn't agree more. It's actually a journey. It's you have to study these things, and then the things that you study, you realize that these things are about you, and you got to sit with that. So it's a lot. It's a lot for sure. When you actually are taking those steps on your spiritual journey, they're a lot. I'm sorry. Keep going. I'm loving it. Keep going.
I've also learned that our thoughts, our imagination create our reality. So when I was hearing your friend talk about the case that he has, it seems like the person that was looking through the phone had already created that scenario in his head. So you know how they say everybody has a different world in their head. So he kind of basically created that.
So let me ask you this. So you're saying basically that the creation came from this person not having context. So this person didn't have context, went and did the deep dive and found something. And then, I'm sorry, can you hear me still? I'm sorry, it froze. Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but so do you believe that this person who went through the phone didn't have context? So whatever they saw, they ran with?
I feel like whatever you give energy to, you're eventually going to see that in your reality, because everything outside of us is just a simulation of what we're already thinking in our head. So the universe, God, whatever we want to call it, is basically going to give you reasons to prove to you that what you're thinking is right.
You're wildin'. Hey, listen, hold on. Time out. Don't you ever join my live and just take over my content like that.
Oh,
she's snapping. Keep going. Keep talking that shit. So you really have been on your spiritual journey. You have. You've been reading that Bible. I can tell. Keep going. Keep telling me about it. Go ahead.
So, that's basically something I've learned how to actually maneuver through my day if I sit there and I tell myself I'm going to have a great day, even if something unfavorable pops up, I'm going to find a way to have it benefit me because it always does. It's easier said than done, but the more we practice, the easier it gets.
Ooh, I got a test for you. Let's see if you really about that. What do you think this is? Glass half full, glass half empty?
It depends on the perspective.
Oh, she's cap, y'all. She's cap. Gave her a real life example. Nah, okay, cool. Nah, I 100% understand. I completely agree with what you're saying. For real. It's like, and what you're saying is like the result of what I believe is a still heart. It's like when you really do spend your life acknowledging the good and dealing with the bad, when you do encounter bad stuff, you just like, you know what, fuck it. Like, it's all good, you know, and you know how to work through that because you've conditioned yourself to work through situations like that. So I completely agree. Like, when you start your spiritual journey, you start finding out stuff about yourself and about your circumstances that you never knew. So then you build that endurance by constantly opening up your Bible, reading it, taking notes, listening, you feel me? And it's a lot that come with it. So 100%.
Like in my case, I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. Like I told you, it's a completely different lifestyle than DR. And at first, I used to just ask myself, like, why me? Why me? Why should I be here? And now I understand why not me. Like, I was meant to go through this process because look who I am now.
Hey, so. You know what's crazy? I think that if my circumstances were different, I wouldn't be Masionoo, which is fucked up to think about because I love Masionoo. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. Don't let that go over y'all head. Don't let that go over y'all head. Any hardships, anybody that left y'all, any tough thing that you've ever went through, it made you who you are today. So never discount it and never look at it as if like, damn, I regret that happening to me. Never. Ever. How y'all said in Brooklyn? Never, ever, ever.
Yes, all an experience. And the last thing I wanted to share is that everybody we meet in some shape or form is a mirror to us. Anything that bothers you of that person is just something you have to look within and heal or try to understand why it's bothering you. And the good things, that's just good traits that you already have.
1,000%. You killing it. You Lay, don't you ever be nervous to come in here again. I want you to understand that every time I do this and I see you in the chat, you will be one of the first people that I acknowledge, and you will be the first person who I would love to join in here and talk to me. Okay?
Well, thank you.
I love you so much. Thank you for joining, and Godspeed on your journey.
Thank you. Likewise.
All right. Right on. Peace. Shout out to Lay. Clap it up for Lay. And that's what we talking about. And that's what the hotspot is. So that's what this... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking to the mic. That's what the hotspot is. You feel me? It's just us talking. You feel me? What's on your heart? For real, for real. What's on your heart? I see some people in the guest box. They ready to jump in here. So we gonna go... We got Ash, and then we got Hala Imani. Here, I want to know how to pronounce her name, so I'm going to bring her first. Ash, be ready, because you're coming in right after her, okay? Lay, good job. Good job, Lay. Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed. I can't complain. I had a good day. I ate some salmon today.
Okay.
It was bussin'. Yeah, that shit was bussin'. How are you? Can you please pronounce your name?
It's Jala.
Jala. I like that. Okay, I was finna say Hala.
I've never gotten that. I get Jayla a lot.
Yeah, I don't know where I got an H from the J, but besides that, you feel me? Not everybody, went to school and paid attention. How are you though? So where are you from?
I'm from Baltimore.
Baltimore?
Mm-hmm.
Okay then. So what was it like growing up in Baltimore? Because I'm not gonna lie, where was I at? I was just somewhere, and I was talking to somebody about Baltimore, and I heard Baltimore is the trenches. Like, they'd get on your ass.
Yeah. It's not in all places, but I definitely got out early, so
yeah.
I don't have that.
Are
that
you?
experience.
Do you not live in Baltimore anymore?
No,
Where you at?
I live like 15 minutes outside of the city now.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
Please stop with the two.
Okay, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, welcome to the Hooga. I'm Masionoo. Have you ever been in live from the Hooga before? Have you ever caught a live?
No, I haven't.
So this is your first time.
Yes.
We got a lot of first timers in here. We got a lot of first timers in here. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. This page is basically just a page where, I'm constantly changing the direction I go with the content. So if you go down the rabbit hole and look at my videos, it's going to be all over the place. So forgive me for that. But what I'm about as a person is just honesty, openness, transparency, being able to talk about real things and being able to talk about things that's going to boost us as intellects collectively. You feel me? So we talk about everything in here, everything from relationships. We always talk about the Bible. A buddy of mine, he's in law school, so we always talking about something law school related. We always debate each other. It's just a very, very predictable and competitive atmosphere amongst people who love each other.
Okay.
Could you
I
get back?
always catch like the snippets that you post that come up on the FYP, but
Okay,
I've
cool.
never like caught the live.
Cool, perfect. That's fine. That's fine. Absolutely cool. Well, I want you to jump in here and what's been on your brain? What's been on your heart? What's been something that you've been thinking about as of recently? It can be a person, it can be the job, it can be a funny ass movie, it could be anything. I would absolutely love for you to share that with us. I'm all ears.
Life just lifes.
Life
Sometimes.
just life.
I just turned 26.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Virgo season. I'm trying to become a homeowner, which is a whole different process. So just trying to have some grace with myself.
100%. That's all you can do is have grace with yourself. But at the end of the day, I always tell people who, as far as like a getting things done standpoint, it's like grace comes from you acknowledging that you're doing the best with what you have. If you can honestly say that, give yourself all of the grace in the world, but hold yourself accountable too. You feel me? And make sure that you're doing what you got to do to be able to give yourself some grace. So I'm right behind you. I'm saying that as like I'm talking to you right now as like a brother. It's like, yeah, absolutely. Give yourself some grace. You feel me? It's going to come with some ups and downs, but make sure your ass is working.
Yeah.
Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just that weird space where you feel like you're supposed to be at a certain point in life, but you get there and it's not what you expected.
And that's what was that, 26?
Yes.
26. Okay. So what are some goals that you had set going into your 20s?
Well, I dance. I wanted to be a professional dancer by 25.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm not in that space. I'm still working towards it, but
yeah,
I had to realize I had to let go of that strict timeline.
100%.
And like I said, I'm trying to be a homeowner, and the expectations you have about that, and then you realize as you go along, it's really not an easy process. And if sometimes it feels like it's impossible, I know it's not, but
it's one of them things where it's like, when I feel like something, okay, so let me give you a perfect example. I'll give you a perfect example that I think where I was in a similar headspace to where you were. So I wrote my book. My book is right in front of me. It's called Consider Poetry. It was a small project. It was 10 pages. It was all one pagers. It was a style of writing that I picked up from corporate where there's something that they do called one pagers. So basically I wrote 10 one pagers, long story short. And this was a project where I knew the end goal was just to finish the book. Like I knew the goal was like, let's get the book out. But at the same time, I knew that it would be a long time until I seen this book go out. So how do I keep myself working on the book, disciplined on the book, focused on the book, knowing where I left off in the book, creative in the book without seeing a win for X amount of months? And I told myself, start collecting small wins. You feel me? I feel like a lot of people, when it comes to them starting the process of something, they don't humble themselves enough to see their first step as being minute. So me personally, when I was writing a book, I was like, you know what? Rather than me thinking about the end goal or 10 pages or one page, I'm gonna just start with a paragraph. And the moment that I write a paragraph, I'm going to acknowledge that I started, that I did something good, and I'm taking steps toward this end goal. And as long as I can do that, I'm going to always call myself a winner. And that's my definition of Kaizen. That's going to be my first son's name. No matter what the circumstance is, my son's name will be Kaizen, because I truly believe in what I just explained to you. And anybody who doesn't know what that word means, go look it up. Go look it up. That's the word that I live by, honestly. So stay taking steps forward on this journey is the best thing that I could tell you, for sure. Go ahead. Keep going. I'm sorry.
That's actually something that I started doing. I have like a little jar and I put wins in it, no matter how small or big. I just write it down and I write the date that it happened.
Yeah.
Put
I
it
need
in
to do
there.
that.
And
all right. We're back rolling, y'all. Sorry about that. All right, y'all. We are back rolling. Sorry about that. Has some technical difficulties. You feel me? As y'all know that I'm a one-man wrecking crew in here trying to figure this shit out, trying to create a whole television set. So if anybody want to sponsor the kid and you feel me, put some motherfuckers around me, I'm happy. I'd be happy. So we're going to keep it rolling. So let's see who we have in the chat. Everybody, if y'all rocking with it, can we get this to, let's get this to 12,000 likes. We can get that to 12,000 likes in the next couple minutes. Yeah, next couple minutes we can get that to 12,000 likes. Can y'all spam that for me? Get us right. Make sure that we getting the people necessary who need to be in here. And while y'all are doing that, I'm gonna bring in our next guest. Let's see who we got. We have Ash. Ash has been waiting patiently, and I'm happy that Ash is here. We're about to get her in here, and let's see what's going on.
Hi.
Ash, what's happening?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How was your day?
It was good.
What you do?
How was yours?
My day was cool. I'm more interested in yours, though. I want to hear all about it.
I just worked and then came home.
Where you? I don't want to. Well, no, don't tell me. Don't tell me where you work at. What time did you work today?
At 9 till 5.
It was bussing?
Sorry?
Was it bussing? Did you get all your work done? Was it fun? Did anything interesting happen?
I was pretty dead today, but because it's Saturday, I just needed to like catch up on work.
Okay. Okay, so it was like a catch-up day. You was playing catch-up, checking emails and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how you do it. Okay, for sure. Well, welcome to Live from the Hooga. I'm Masionoo. Have you been in here before? Yeah, you have.
I haven't.
Wait, you haven't?
No.
Damn, why the hell ain't nobody tonight ever heard of me? I'm not shit, am I?
I've seen the lives though.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh, do you rock with it? We be chilling?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm happy you're here. I hope you've been in here for a little bit tonight. What we've been doing was, it says can't hear you, Mace. Y'all can't hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Perfect. So what we've been doing tonight is we just been bringing some people in here, and the question is, there is no question. It's literally what's on your heart, what's on your mind, what have you been thinking about? Is there a movie that's been stuck in your brain? Is there somebody who's been bothering you? Has there been somebody treating you extremely well? Whatever is on your heart, whatever is on your mind, I'm all ears for it. This next 3 minutes is solely about whatever the topic is you choose.
Okay.
Talk to me. What's going on?
So I think basically because like I'm like 16, I've been raising myself.
You're 16?
From when I was 16. I'm 24 now.
Okay. I was gonna say. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
So I had such like a negative energy, like growing up, knowing that I had to like support myself, and then especially like when I moved out when I was 20, I just felt like everything was like happening to me, and I was just blaming God, like I wasn't happy and everything. But like obviously now where I'm at, I kind of feel like.
I'm sorry, hold on. They saying the audio is messed up. I'm not sure why the audio is messed up. Do you got voice isolation on? Is it still messed up, y'all? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? What about now? We good? Okay, we good. They saying we good. Okay, go ahead. Continue. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. That's squeal. By the way, that's squeal silly. Yeah, squeal don't make no damn sense. By the way, I hope you know that. So next time you come in here in the live and you be kicking it around the page, I just want you to know squeal ass. He be pissing me off. Go ahead. Continue though. I'm listening.
Okay. So basically, like, I've been like really trying to like protect my peace and everything with like moving forward and not necessarily blaming others for my situation.
So you're protecting your peace.
Now,
you're protecting your peace from the people around you. Like, who's the people who are disturbing your peace to where you feel it needs to be protected?
My family.
Ooh, that's a tough one. How do you avoid that?
It's been honestly pretty difficult, but when I started realizing that like I had to get out of that situation and start making decisions for myself, I feel like I kind of was protecting my peace in that way, and I wasn't so angry with like what was going on and like obviously not having a family anymore. And obviously like I realized that like this is the path of life. Like this is the path that I have to take, even if it's a lot of shortcomings and a lot of things that obviously I don't want to happen.
So this is what I don't want to happen for you. I don't want you to lose your family, but I do want you to establish your independence from your family. That way, your family's dynamic can change for you as a young adult, basically. So this is what I mean by that, is that it's not that I don't want you to move forward through these next stages of your life with hatred for your family because your peace was at stake, right? What I want you to do is maneuver through these next stages of your life, focus solely on your peace, not necessarily who's disturbing it, solely on your peace. That might come in the form of isolation, you know, and I want that for you, but I don't want you to come out on the other end after the things that we believe are so hard to do and the things that are the challenges and the things that's in the future for us. Once they're complete, I don't want you to want to smell your flowers and smell the roses from everything that you've done and then not have the people who you love the most and that love you the most not around for it. You feel me? So I don't want you to burn the bridges. I just want you to kind of isolate yourself until you're where you need to be, basically. And I'm saying that from, and I'm not trying to put anything on you, of course. Like, I'll never tell you what to do, ever. I don't want to tell you what to do. I'm just more so as like, this topic is something that means so much to me because I'm a very, very family-oriented person. And there's been relationships in my family where when I was young, I felt that what was necessary was to burn the bridge. But that's not what the move is. The move is maybe definitely isolation, or definitely like, you know what, I can't go to this person for this, or I can't talk about this with this person. That's fine. You fight those battles and you win those battles. But I feel like the role that family plays and friends play is that what I got going on in my life and what I'm striving for, I would love for y'all to support it. I would love for you to get behind it. But any event that y'all don't, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. And I want y'all to fall into the role of support and making sure that I understand where I come from rather than dictating my path. So I'm sorry if I'm getting too deep into it. I'm sorry, but like that, the family conversation means so much to me because I'm a very, very family guy. But I also know what it means to have to isolate yourself to get yourself together, for sure.
Yeah. But I also like feel like that you can't really repair that relationship, unfortunately, and that's not because like I'm holding a grudge. I just generally was not treated like that well, and like feel like now living life, like I'm good now, and I feel like going back would kind of bring back all those feelings, and I feel like it would set me back again after I just started like getting closer to God and being more spiritual and just not necessarily getting upset when things don't go my way, and just understanding that that's the path of life.
Yeah.
Basically. So I feel like it's tricky to try to, because a lot of people are like, oh, you need your family, like you need your family to like go talk to them. But I definitely feel like it's not in my best interest.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure, like, I feel like everyone thinks that it's me being angry or like holding a grudge, but I've definitely accepted what's happened and moved past it. And I just feel like I'm better off without them, if that makes sense.
It makes sense. It makes sense for sure. Do you think?
So then,
Do you think it's impossible? That's like, and I'm not saying that. Do you? I'm not. I don't want you to answer that as if like, are you asking this if it's easy or is it something that you want to do? I'm not asking that. I'm just asking like, do you really see it as something impossible, like something that you don't see being able to be done?
I feel like in my mom's eyes, yeah, because she's very like stubborn and she can't really express her emotions.
But what about yours?
And I can express my emotions, but I feel like how I was growing up and supporting myself, I feel like there's no love there from that age. So going back to that would be like starting over, basically. So I feel like it's a little tricky. Like, I'm not against it, but I feel like it's really far out there to, like, attempt that. I also feel like, because I have two half-sisters, she looks like she favors them more for some reason. I'm not sure. But it just wasn't, like, good. And then I moved out and cut off all contact with her. So I haven't talked to her in, like, 5 years. So, I don't know. I've been thinking about it, like, lately, like, if I should, like, reach out. But I also feel like my peace is so good right now and protected that it's going to disrupt that.
Right. You did the work and you understand what work you did. And now you at a place of peace. 100%.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. And I'm happy that
Thank you.
I think that what we just talked about was so amazing because with you at peace and with you understanding what would make you not be at peace, you know what to do next. And with all of that being said, when I ask you the question if it's impossible, your answer is no. So I think that in itself is I, I applaud you and I salute you for you handling this the way that you do. Honestly.
Thank you.
100%. 1000%. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for having me.
You did amazing.
Thank you.
And I'm hoping that you join again one day.
I will.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, cool. Are you leaving? Are you going to sleep or something? You getting off the live?
No, I'll be
cool.
here.
Okay, cool. You gonna be in the chat rocking with us?
Yeah.
Say no more. Say no more. Keep rocking with us. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you times 30.
Thank you.
Okay. Peace.
Bye.
All right. We living it up in here. This is good stuff. What time is it? It is 9:10. I do have to get up out of here, y'all. I got to get up out of here. So we're going to bring... Yeah, I got to get up out of here. I ain't even got time for another one. Plus the camera dying and stuff. So I love y'all, man. I honestly do love y'all. I appreciate everything that y'all do. I appreciate y'all even giving me an ability to create the content that I make by y'all just being like-minded individuals. So thank y'all so much. Until next time, I am editing this tonight, and this will be up tomorrow before noon. Before noon, this will be on YouTube. So be looking out for the YouTube. Be looking out for some reels. And until next time, peace.